Alright, so welcome guys to another episode of me playing this Barb here in the Diablo 3 mod. This is... yeah, gonna be one of the last times I'm gonna check out this mod here until the next bigger update. I did actually have a small update from Grimer. I don't think he actually like added a lot to the Barb though, but I did also get some patch notes from him here real quick. We can check them out. Alright, fix some bugs. Okay, where's Barb? Okay, nothing for Barb yet. Okay. Alright, not yet. Alright, this class is still unaffected. Still OP. I mean, I don't mind for now. When Torchlight 2 hardcore. So if you wanna see me play like Torchlight, what's it called even? Like Infinite? Or something like that? Like the new Torchlight? Is it actually good? I saw like a video of it, right? It looks like even zoomier than Path of Exile. Like how is that even possible? It's even zoomier than Path of Exile. Wait, are those like in-game sounds? It was loud as fuck. I think it's a weapon pull skill. Holy shit, this one is loud. I mean, it's a good sound, but it might be a bit too loud, the Seismic slam. What the fuck is this sound, dude? It's a good effect, but he needs to definitely check that file. It sounds a bit loud right now. Is this even playable? Like, does it hurt your ears or is it fine? I mean, I could just like play a different character otherwise. To be honest. Just turn up the volume, make it louder, yeah. Louder please, right? Yep. Entertainment has finished supporting Grim Dawn. I mean, they did like those balance patches up to like 1197, right? 1.1.9.7 released on 22nd of December last year. Whether or not they're gonna do like a 1198 at some point, I don't know. I think they have like generally like other things to do right now. But I mean, if we give them feedback and like some things are really needed to be patched, then they will make another patch, I'm sure. I mean, the real like last content update, right, was 1190, and 1190 was from January 2021, so like 2 years ago. So you could kind of say like content-wise, Grim Dawn has been, like support for Grim Dawn has been stopped already 2 years ago, right? Everything after that was just like balance and like bug fixing and some things here and there, but no actual like content. Dude, big mode is cheating, like you're actually quicker than normal. This is like actually cheating. The, what's it called, Berserker's mode? Wrath of the Berserker. They're giving me the source code? No. I mean... There is code. Yes, but I mean that's like publicly available, like everyone can like basically export the game files and check out like their Lua code, for example, they did for scripting. Or like the source code of the actual engine and like that kind of stuff? Nah. So like you can do like some stuff, but you can't do like everything. But you can do a lot. And I mean the better you know Lua scripting, the better you like the more stuff you can do basically as well. Like I don't have any additional tools that like any other modder doesn't have. I mean, you yourself could have the same tools as me basically when it comes to creating anything in Grim Dawn. I don't have like any special tools. Want to buy mirroring offering soiled trousers? What about Blight Shard Amulet? Did you get that one already? How long did you farm? Like 5 days? Five days, 5 minutes each. But it took 80 crystals, took me quite a while to get them. I usually think that like Diablo 3 is supposed to be the casual ARPG, but Grim Dawn is the actual casual ARPG. Also, please nerf the sound effects grammar, holy fuck. Yeah, it's good, but it's a bit too loud in my opinion, but it's good. I agree, it's very good, but it's very loud. That is a recent change in the last patch that he gave me, by the way. Yeah, it's the weapon pool skill Seismic Slam. I think it might be like double dipping on the sound because I'm dual wielding or something maybe, I don't know. Oh yeah, I think it is actually. That's why it's so loud. It's fine with one hand. Yeah, it's actually fine with one hand. I don't know if you can like change it out though. It's just giga loud with two hands, like with dual wielding. It's kind of funny. Nah, it's not gonna be louder with a two-hander, just like when dual wielding, because like it's playing the effect from from each hand once. And you can two-hand, but it's not gonna be louder with two-hand. It's the same as like one hand. I mean, the sound effect is still, I mean, it's the same obviously, like it's great. And the volume is exactly correct in my opinion. Like for one hand and two hand, it's totally fine. But like for dual wielding, it's a tiny bit too loud. Yeah, the sound is shotgunning. That's basically what's happening. And I think like dependent on camera angle, you also get like different shotgunning effects. Or like shotgunning, yeah, like shotgun effects. I think it's actually like dependent on camera angle as well. Like if you stand like this and do it like this, right? Yeah, maybe not. Let's do it here. Okay, let's change the angle. Okay, it doesn't matter, I guess. Unlucky streak. Yeah, I mean now I got it thrice in a row. Maybe now we know why Great made it so that you cannot use Shattering Smash when dual wielding. Because they might have had the same issue actually. Like they couldn't fix this like sound problem. So they just made it like you have to have a shield so you can't like dual wield. I mean to be fair, Grimer could also change the skill to be like shield or two-hand for example, right? Dual wield is the best. The best at destroying your ears, I guess. I mean, apart from like it being loud, like sometimes like the way like it's shotguns just it doesn't sound right. Like there's some severe dissonance there. I don't know. It's pleasure to your ears, huh? Is it, eh? I don't know, man. I think it sounds perfect like this. The other one's a bit over the top. But yeah, it's a very nice sound file. Sound effects.
Good, you've been precise.
Good, you have arrived. Barbarian arrive. Yep. Alright. Where did I put my points, actually? I guess over here. Right, more attack speed. Stronger axes. What tier 3 devotion would I go for? Probably Blind Fury. I wonder if you could like actually play like Fizzbleed Hybrid with this class. Like you play Assassin's Blade and then like you keep... Can you even go like Fury and Mogdrogon? I wonder if you could. That would actually be like very good for a build like this. Going like Odoron and Mogdrogon. Blind Sage? No, we're not playing Blind Sage. That makes little sense here. Blind Sage. I could grab Toad. Never Sage. Wait, does it actually work? Let me do devotions real quick. I mean, it's 7 yellow and 12 green. Like, it shouldn't be, like, that far apart. It should probably work. 12 of green, right? Oh, that's kinda sucks. No, this actually works, right? Ah, no, we need more purple. We need... Need like one more purple and one less green, okay. One more purple, one less green. To remove that we need 8 more purple. 2 more green. Wait, so we don't play this. Yeah, the problem is like my town is kind of only like 3 purple for 4 nodes, and that's not really efficient. But I think it's 3 for 3, right? You save 1 here, you need 4. Wait, I could just take what I had before. Now what? 20 purple. Ah no, this is also one purple, right? Fuck. Actually it still works, right? Like this, for example. I look like I'm eating parts of my chair. No, that's just a pepper. Eating parts of my chair. Wait, maybe I want this instead, right? Yeah. But yeah, welcome on Crab Turtle, welcome on Megaper. How you guys doing? Skies and Suits, welcome on, welcome on. This has no healing, right? Like nothing. No circuit breaker, no dryad even. I mean, technically. We have a circuit breaker built into the barb skill, right? In the barb skill tree. I mean, Night Talon doesn't give me 5 purple. That's the problem. You can't like interchange them too. Right, if you take this, you can do this and this, and now you have 2 points and you need 3 purple. How do we get 3 purple for 2 points? There would need to be like a devotion that gives you 2 yellow and 3 purple. Because then you could take out Lion, you could get a point here, and you would have 4 points. Imagine something like Panther, right? Imagine a devotion like Panther, but instead of 3 blue, it gave you 3 purple, right? Then this would work. Is there something that gives you like 2 yellow and 3 purple? There is, but there's only Typhus and Assassin's Blade. We already have Assassin's Blade. There is Blades of Nadan, but it's a tier 2 and it needs like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Same for Typhus, it's a tier 2. There is no other tier 1 apart from Assassin's Blade that has like 3 purple, 2 yellow. That is like the biggest problem here. There's not a single tier 1 in the game that has like 3 purple, 2 yellow for 4 nodes. There just isn't. Or do I not know? Am I unaware? Also damage-wise, right? Night Talon has 70% bleed damage, right? Okay. And like 20% increased duration, 15 cunning, right? Owl has also 15 cunning. Owl has 2% less AD rest than Night Talon, but like skill energy cost reduction. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Owl has 50% bleed and eternal trauma damage with 20% increased duration. So it's like this and this, but like 20% less bleed. But it has 30% all damage, right? Like it actually has more damage than Night Talon. Like I don't know why you want me to like take Night Talon, where like Owl literally deals more damage for bleed and for physical and for internal trauma, right? Like it actually just is better. That's the funny thing about it. Like Owl is just better. Literally the only thing that Night Talon gives you is 2% more elemental rest. Owl gives you 15 spirit. Owl gives you 15 DA, 15% reflect. It gives you 10% more bleed damage. It gives you 80% more internal trauma damage. It gives you 30% more physical damage. Like, I don't know. It's just better in pretty much every regard, honestly. Hashtag buff Night Talon. I don't know, I think Night Talon is an okay... It's a good devotion for pets. That's what it is, right? It's good for bleeding pets. Just like Typhus is also fine for pets. Like, Talon seems like a decent bleed devotion, right? No, it's garbage. It's only good for pets. It's a pet devotion. I mean, generally. There might be like some weird build out there that actually wants this, but none that I know of, to be honest. Okay, so looking at this, I want to go for what? I mean, I'm gonna retake Jack at some point, but that's fine. I mean, I would kinda wanna pick up Assassin's Blade then. Alright, let's do not. Big bonk. Dude, this build is insane damage though, right? I'm playing veteran. I didn't even feel the difference so far at least. How's my Russ? I have 20% Aether Russ. It's a little low, I guess. A little low for Lucius, isn't it? Maybe. Yeah, move out of the Aether at least. Legionnaires Rebuke. Wait, what was that? That's like a two-hander? Wait, how big is the item, dude? Hello? Oh no, it was a shield. My bad. Bombardiers, plus 2 bombardment. What is Seismic Slam again? It's this thing, right? That could be Final Frontier ram sound. I mean, yeah, it could actually be a ram sound. Sounds way better for a ram than what they currently have, or like had in the game. I don't know if they still have the same sound. Like the ram and Farthest Frontier rather sounds like a spear. I don't know. Yo, welcome. Sorry for butchering your name. Been watching your YouTube for a while now with build guides. Thanks for helping me to get into Grim Dawn. I wanted to ask you one. The Acid Retail Sentinel build, do you level using our Reckoning or the Dreeg's Evil Eye? For Acid? I mean, for Acid Retaliation you can just level with Aegis and Dreeg's Evil Eye, yeah. There are some items that you can get very early on, like easily in Act 2 for example. Okay, I mean Act 1, you should in my opinion just level with Dreeg's Evil Eye, yeah. Or Bloody Box even. Act 2, try to get to the beehive on the Rocky Coast, right? The beehive on the Rocky Coast has like a bee, wasp, queen, whatever. And that one drops a sting, like an amulet. If you don't get it on the first try, just reset the game and kill her again until you get it. And that sting gives you like additional retaliation damage to Dreeg's Evil Eye as well as to the Aegis of Men here. So with that you can kind of just like level with Acid Retaliation already, to be honest. I would say that like generally retaliation leveling is slower than non-retail leveling, but if there was like a retaliation build that is good for leveling, it's actually that one. Like Acid Sentinel is, I would say, like the best retaliation build to do for leveling. And like keep an eye out for builds like items like this, right? Like Vile Scorn Greaves level 30, Acid Retaliation. These would be like perfect for like leveling Acid Retail Sentinel. Of course, like the lower level Perdition set pieces as well are always like amazing to get as well. Retaliation in general is kind of like gear dependent, so you need to like really know what to look for when it comes to items while leveling. And maybe get like a... yeah, like some shields with like additional retail damage as well, like these two for example. Right. Anything would help. Like any retail damage helps. Not gonna do that, not gonna do that, no, not gonna do that. Didn't find Dahlia, I mean, oh well. Yeah, Rona Prox is the name, that is correct. Of corrosion? The problem is, I mean, in a way, yeah, when leveling you're kind of like playing, not like pure retail yet, you're kind of like playing something like hybrid. Like hybrid acid, poison and retaliation damage. The thing is, poison and acid damage would scale with up corrosion suffix, but retaliation, like acid retaliation damage does not, right? If you have something that gives you like % acid damage, that will not increase your acid retaliation damage. To increase acid retaliation damage, you would need acid retaliation damage. Or like % all retaliation damage is usually like what items have. like retaliation damage, is kind of like pets, like their own like entire damage tree or like damage pipe. But yeah, usually you go for like all retail damage. Yeah. I mean, but that said, off corrosion is still not bad because, especially while leveling, you're not like only dealing retail damage, you're like doing kind of a mix. It's only like when it comes towards endgame that you're properly like streamlining into just like retaliation damage, and more specifically like acid retaliation damage, or like all the conversion that you're gonna be using then as well. I am taking quite some damage, and I think my 20% Aether resistance is the cause for me taking so much damage here. I mean, it must be. Pretty much can't be anything else. Yeah, if you have percent total damage modified as well, I mean, I don't think the build has a lot of that anyway, but it does also not affect retaliation damage. Yeah, I mean, the way retaliation damage is coded, but like the way damage is coded in Grim Dawn in general, you have like 3 big like families in quotation marks of damage types, right? You have standard damage, you have pet damage, and retaliation damage. And then like within the pet damage, within the normal damage, within the retaliation damage, you have like, you know, fire damage to all pets, and retaliation fire damage, for example, stuff like that. But that was generally even like too much for crate. So while they did go like into very specific damage types for the like normal damage tree, they most of the time just went for like percent all damage on like pets or like retaliation damage. But there's still like sometimes damage specific stuff for pets, for example, still, like for example this one gives you like 60% more bleeding damage to all pets, but this one is 25% to all damage for pets. But yeah, all damage is just like generally way more common for like pet damage and retaliation damage than it is for like standard damage. I mean, you could say that like... Right, holy fuck. Why is this one so good? What the fuck? Wait, is it just the base damage? Oh, the alacrity. I'm not even using like weapon throw. That's sick. You're welcome.
I'll give you a good price for what I've got left. Put it to good use.
This is the last D3 class left. Kinda, yeah. Balok's arm is great for Frenzy? Yeah, it is. Especially early on though. Like at this point, the thing is, on normal, right, Balok only like scales to a certain level. So he would only drop like a low level version of his weapon, and a low level version is gonna be weaker than like this, for example. So, yeah. Also damage is not the problem, right? Like damage is actually insane right now, I would say. If anything, like survivability is the problem, as you can see.
Took you long enough. The cult, it appears.
I might wanna get more points in Bloodthirst for like more leech. Also level 8 here doesn't give me more attack speed, so I might stop at 7 points in Berserk for now and Just get like, for example, more leech. And I do need better gear for like resistances for Aether and Chaos Rush. Oh yeah, I should also get the Ignore Pain ability, right? That gives you like damage absorb. I actually completely forgot about that one. We have here Fire, Poison, Elemental, Pure Stress. Huh. Pierce and Bleed lost, Stun lost, Wit gained. This one wouldn't be too bad, like, resistance-wise. It's kinda crappy otherwise. Also, I need a different helmet, like, this one is just Act 1 helmet. It has, like, +2 battle rage, but it's kinda greedy to still be using it right now. Kinda greedy. Oh, this one has Chaos Rust list. That run speed though. OP Logorian? I mean, to be fair, like, on Veteran, it's gonna actually be a bit bonkers. Like, with this res, and like 70 armor and helmet, you can actually die here, like, I'm not even kidding. Also considering this one is like nerfed to 142 seconds now. Like, you can proc it once per Logorian fight. Maybe. By the way, I think Grimer in this mod, on this version,
We speak at last.
he actually nerfed Mirror from Arcanist as well. It's like the only change that the base master is on top. Yo, welcome on. Jack Colwell, welcome on. Thanks for the follow. I don't know by how much he nerfed it. But that is interesting. The debuff notification to compensate, that skill sucks, it deals no damage. I'm not gonna play a second class on this. I mean, if I were to like play these characters in Elite and Ultimate, I would, but I am only gonna do like a normal / veteran playthrough for now. And for that, I'm not gonna choose a second class. Holy smokes. I need better gear. Yep. I do have insane damage, but I do be squishy, and that is mostly because of gear. It's my leech. I have only 2% leech. Yeah, that's also like not enough. I said I'm gonna go for Assassin's Blade, but maybe I should go for Toad first. Got like 3% additional leech here. Also Vitras. I mean, yeah, Toad is kind of juicy right now. Should remove some points here that I don't need, like the green, the red. I don't need like any of those right now, actually. Just grab like full Toad. You know, the Arcanist Mirror.
See anything you like?
I don't know by how much though. I mean, I didn't tell him to either, but he did. Arcanist has no main skills. I mean, I think it's still an interesting change, to be honest. Now we need the Chaos Rust from this badly. Do I have any Viscerals on this character? Can I get any?
See you around.
Like from... This class also has like no ability that gives you like resistances whatsoever, right? Apart from Iron Impact, I guess. Okay, I need a pointed Ignore Pain. Right, 5-second duration, 50% absorb, like 100% I need that. Then more armor, more leech maybe? Okay, let's remove a couple of points in the crossroads here.
What troubles you?
Ah, I need this for Berserker. Okay.
Safe journey.
But if I complete Toad, then I don't need
I
it for
sense
Berserker anymore.
turmoil
But
within
yeah.
you.
Now we grab the yellow to go for the Assassin's Blade next. Yep. Alright. Should be at least a tiny bit stronger now. I mean... At least a tiny bit. I could remove the armor component on the chest and get like a...
Hey, got any more scrap metal?
Sanctified bone. I can't craft it for some reason. I don't have the blueprint. Oh well. Well, guess I can't do it then. Guess I can't do it. I could buy it maybe, but it's fine. Will you mirrors Arcanist identity? Yeah, maybe we should like trade some marrow bands for like some Arcanist identity, I don't know. Mask of Delirium. Mask of Pewee. Mask of Logout. Oh my god, why am I... What the fuck am I doing? I was looking at chat and then like randomly pressing buttons. Nice cluster. Opened a game called Buying Marrow Band and Blight Shard Amulet. Would like to buy the ring amulet offering 1k of any material for both. We'll keep the game open for an hour. Hope there are some late gamers out there. Bruh. A 1k blooms. You guys are just being toxic again. SMH my head. Alright, what's my leech now by the way? 6% of leeched, at least. So we got like 3 additional from Toad and like 3 instead of 2 from Bloodthirst so far. How does Bloodthirst like give you also more regen? Like how does it make sense thematically? You drink their blood? Yeah, Nigel, welcome on. Okay. I really like Berserker actually, like it's pretty ruthless to play. Fucking OP damage. Defense-wise, it's not really that good so far, but I think it's mostly because my gear sucks. That's what it is. And the sound is shotgunning, right? If I have one weapon, it's not quite as loud. But if you're dual wielding, it's fucking loud. Empowered Blackwood Arbalest. That's like the best item in the game. Bad chest. What damage up is this gonna be? For some bleed? Yeah, pretty much.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
Pretty much that, yep.
Put it to good use.
You've returned. So
I have returned.
Good, you're back. I struck.
I have
Good,
returned.
I struck.
I have. Oh my
Good,
god,
you're
dude.
back.
Good, you're
Good,
back.
you're back.
Good, you're
Good,
back.
you're back. I struck this with me. You see the Luminari long.
Excuse, my father and I were
I
part
can't click. Lost to UI. Lost to the UI. Okay, what do we get here? Venom Spine Greaves. That seems rather garbage. That seems rather garbage. My, what a curiosity you are. Yep. And you are a bitch. Holy. I almost died as well. Alright, what do we have here? We have Rapunzel, right? Rapunzel has Wit and Chaos Dress. That is actually pretty decent. Go to Elite to get Balog's arm now. I could actually do that, yeah. I mean, I could have done it all the time already. Technically, because this is a mod, and like in a mod you don't really care about, like... I mean, okay, let's do it real quick. Let's try that. Let's get back seated. Let's get our sacks beaten. I mean, what? What are you saying, Nigel? Wanna get banned? Superior of Scorching. Never decay. Decaying stream of decay. Yo, Geronimo, workman. That's game sound, not song. Dude, are you even like listening? I even explained to you how it works. You fucking monkey. What's wrong with you? What am I farming that guy for? For this weapon. Gives you like more weapon damage to frenzy, more bleeding damage to frenzy. Yep. It is good. I was curious if Crate is planning to release new content? No. They have stopped supporting this game with new content 2 years ago. If you're looking for new content, you need to either play mods or, for example, our community seasons, which is also kind of a mod. Can't hear me, still too loud? Yeah, it's pretty loud indeed. It is pretty loud. Is music too loud too? Maybe like a tiny bit, right? Whoops, why did I press that? No! I mean, I pressed it to walk faster, right? That's why I pressed it. Superior of Thunder? No. So we got one good one, right? Just need a second good one. Actually installing the game right now again. Nice. Will I play D4? I mean, yeah. I guess so. Their monetization is, I mean, Blizzard level, but it looks decent. Alright, we got good ones. Officers of Alacrity and Superior Slaughter, that's good enough. Somebody's gonna fund their orgies, yeah. They won't bring pay to win. Yeah. Let's hope for that, I guess. Okay, so we have one that we can already equip right now. And then one at level 40, which is like literally in 1 second from now. Alright, let's just get to level 40 real quick. It already has pay to progress, yeah. In a way. I mean, it's pay to progress on their battle pass. And they said multiple times that battle pass will only be cosmetic. But I wouldn't be surprised if there's gonna be like a boost for second character in there. In the battle pass as well, at some point. So yeah. We will see, we will see. Yeah, also the early access is literally already like pay to win. People say like, yeah, but there's no season, right? I mean, game release is like season 0, right? Just because it's not called season 1 doesn't mean it's not like pay to win. Or like pay to like gain access earlier and thus like pay to progress again. Only if you clear the whole main quest in one character at least. I don't know, I honestly like general boosts I hate in any kind of form or way. Like boosts that just like, you know, like boosts you, like you click once and you're like insta level like X, right? I just hate that shit. Even in Titan Quest I hate it. Soft boost, like you get items that make you like level quicker, for example, like Loker set and so on. Or like gear with like bonus XP that you like use for leveling. I think that's totally fine because like at least you're still playing the game, right? I don't know. In D3 it takes you minutes to level from 1 to 70, yeah, it's like one of the reasons why the game is absolute dogshit in my opinion. Apart from like the combat, which is kind of fine. But like other than that, the game is like absolute dogshit. Like design wise. So plus 2 to Frenzy, right? That's insane. And like plus 2 to Berserk. Where's Berserk? What is Berserk? Berserk? Hello? It says plus 2 to Berserk, right? What is Berserk? Who's Berserk? Huh? Oh, right. I can't read. Wait, the second... Oh my god, it's like both of these? Really? That's fucking... OP as shit, I'll tell you that. It's actually so crazy, what the hell? Alright, yeah, I need like more rest here, like look at this. Aether, Stun, Chaos, I mean this is just a dead character right here. I guess Throne is what we go for next. I can't like... This is 17. These give me 18. No, 7. Yeah, like this is literally exactly what I need to max up movement speed as well. Oof, this is brutal. This is honestly brutal. Okay, but these have Bit and Chaos Rush at least. Yeah, we need to play these for sure. The old ones have Poison and Bleed, that's fine. That's fine. Is there resistance passives? No. Barbarian is full offense. He's full melee, full offense. Pretty much no res whatsoever. So maybe it's like balanced in a way because of that, you know? Like, he is just full smork. Smork, smork, smork. He is full orc mode. Never mind, there is res on Iron Impact, right? Like whenever you hit something with your leap, you gain pierce and bleed res and additional armor. But other than that, he is full smork. I could play this one. Yeah, fuck the Battle Rage. Battle Rage is obviously not bad, but I need to not die first of all. Final March. Nah, this is fun. Alright. I lost 2 points here, I mean that's totally fine, like this ability is so OP in a way. Alright. Still far from perfect. But at least I'm not gonna die, hopefully. I would quit after log. Why would I quit after log? Ah, and then do what? Play Diablo 3? I mean, I nerfed my Seismic Slam by quite a lot actually with these weapons. I'm not even sure it's like... I mean, okay, they're like higher level and have like great affixes. So it should be definitely like better DPS still. But Seismic Slam took a notable hit. I mean, maybe with like no support I should like pull points on this now. And put them into like... just like defense and leech, maybe. You want a boost on season? You wanna get banned? More like seismic bonk. Yeah, I'm gonna like reduce it to 1 point. That's maybe like a seismic one, like seismic tap. Got like a small tap, small ground tap. Can't ban me, I'm the conductor. Conductor of the boost train. Sniped the badge of 10 bits, yeah.
Please.
True. We'll play some Torchlight Infinite maybe, I don't know. Is that game good? I do have the Warhammer game now, yeah. I need to still install it though, and it has fucking 80 gigabytes. I don't know why it's so big. I have literally no idea. Like, it's... How many gigabytes is Chrome Dawn? Like 8? And that one is 80? Like, no clue why it's so big. Absolutely no idea. It's so weird. Poorly optimized? Yeah, definitely. I mean, I got it for like $8 or 9, so I would play it for like $8 or $9. It's fine. Or like 10. Yo, button smash university, welcome. Quick question, is there a place where we can see what the debuffs mobs place on you? Like what they do, you mean? Like a wiki for that, you mean? I mean, not really. The only thing you can do is like pause the game and then like hover over them, then you will like see what they tell, like what they do. Right? It doesn't work when you open the menu, but if you pause the game, it works. Right, you need to press pause and not open menu. Then you can see like what all of them do. Like this one, yeah, vitality decay. These are just like dots, or like wit decay, bleed. But there are others obviously that have like resistance reduction or like defensive and defensive ability reduction, so those are like way scarier. I mean, some of them... This one, for example, says Siphon Souls. The Wraith is harvesting your soul, draining your very essence and exposing you from 8th and vitality damage. I mean, this basically tells you that they will have 8th and vitality resistance reduction. The problem is, you have to like do it like this then. And... I don't know, it seems like it actually did nothing here. Or, I don't know. The problem is also that like some of those debuffs scale with like enemy level, so like the higher the enemy level is, the higher like the resistance shred will be. So maybe at this level it's just 0. Yeah, you can also check out the monster database, but like it's, you have to like check out the database for like every single mob. I mean, if you have a specific mod that you want to like, for which you want to check out the debuffs, then yeah, you go to the database, you write the name of the mob in there, and then you can like check out all the skills the mob has, and like see what all the debuffs do. Did I sell my Cronley ring? Usually you have like a Cronley ring at this point, right? Like what did I do with that one? Whoops. It's gone, I guess. It's gone.
Iron well spent.
Alright.
Whatever it is you think in, if you all go right, I...
Imagine caring about debuffs and pets as pets, yeah. That corrupted Yeti though, monkas. Here, for example, the Wraith's violent end fills you with dread, exposing you to vitality, aether, and elemental damage, as well as slowing your movements. So it has like a slow, and you can see like my, what was it? Like elemental, aether, and vit. 44, 865. And when the debuff ends, you can see like it was, I don't know, some number like 12%. 12%, yeah. But it might again be like level specific. But in grimtools you can also adjust the level of the monster that you're looking up, right? You can write whatever number you want into the like at monster level, right? And then depending on the monster's level, the skills might like change their values as well. Yeah. The sound part itself is good, but it's a bit too loud. Also, it's shotguns, like the sound shotguns. Like it's being applied twice because I'm dual wielding. Like if I only had one hand, like one weapon, like a one-hander or a two-hander, doesn't matter. You would only hear it once. Yeah, it's a bit loud, right? Do I have a two-hander? No. I mean, just so you like this, right? Standard volume. It's a lot better like that. The damage procs twice? I mean, now you're just like using both your hands, right? Like the skill is using main hand and offhand. So like it uses both weapons, and because it uses both weapons, it also like uses the sound twice, because apparently like the sound is like attached to like the character hitting the weapon on the ground, basically. You always change the crossbow so the sound changes as well. Yeah. I mean, some people like prefer shotgun or like the gun sound. Some people prefer the crossbow sound. The crossbow sound is a lot more subtle than the gun sound. I would say I personally like the gun sound more, but but yeah. If you prefer to have the volume a bit quieter, then you just choose the crossbow, yeah. But yeah, this one is too loud for me as well, definitely. Hotfix when? Hotfix now. Do it now. Instantly. Yeah, it doesn't have any. Doesn't have any like soft cap bonus. Yo, vibes, Pokemon. Oh, that's a good mod, yeah. Is it the best mod? I don't know. There are many great mods for Grim Dawn. Like Reign of Terror, this one, Midiomar. Midiomar with this one combined. Dude, that sound. It gets especially loud when you like proc Falcon Swoop on top as well. Like that's just insanely loud then. Alright, 2 more points. Where do we go now? Do we go for Assassin's Blade finally, or what? I kinda wanna go for Throne first, to be honest. Like I need that rest. And I mean damage is fine anyway. You kind of want to level up your devotions and have actives first, or like as soon as possible, but I mean, if you're dead, you can't do that either, so. In terms of class it is, yeah, I would agree, like 100%. The D3 classes are definitely the best. Grim 2 with tri-class combos. Imagine. 4 rings. Can't you wear like 10 rings at least? No RPG does that. I mean, which RPG does like 4 rings though? Maybe there's some. Oh fuck. Couple do 4 actually? Huh. I don't think I've ever played one with 4, but I guess. Hybrid set combos. Why do you need more slots for hybrid sets? Do you just need like better hybrid sets? Or like hybrid items in general? What is this? Consecrated of Alacrity? It's honestly not bad, is it? And the rings in this act are pretty insane anyway. What is this? Iron Heart Chest Guard. Plus 2 to Iron Impact. And look at that, more Chaos Rust. At the cost of Poison Rust though. Increased armor absorption? Yo. And the second, this thing is thick actually, but using Pierce and Poison Rust right now is kinda... And you get more Pierce Rust from Iron Impact. Colossus? What is Colossus from Titan Quest? What does it do?
Come see what's left of my wares.
How is this more damage? Holy fuck. What the hell? I thought these items are good. This is just... it's more attack speed and like more base damage. The affixes are just insane on that one. Threatening shout. Yeah, I mean, I have this class has just such ridiculous flat damage that you kind of just need attack speed on gear for a long, for a long time. Has more health and physique, 3% less pierce stress. To be honest, I get pierce stress from my passive anyway, right? Dude, this Aetherus is so sad. Okay. You play a D2 Barb and Mercenary. Yeah, you're playing Dawn of Masteries then, I guess? What is Mercenary? I mean, I'm not playing Dawn of Masteries, I'm just playing the D3 classes, nothing else. I mean, I guess it's some kind of like modded class as well. Right.
Safe storage, no questions asked.
There's yeah, this one is absolutely busted, you're right. I keep forgetting this one exists. This is... this is so stupid.
I'll hold on to that for you.
I feel like all the other components are somewhat fine, but like this one is just stupid, I don't know. It's so imbalanced as well, like it's only for physical. I mean, it's also good for like pierce, I guess, in a way, but it's like melee and
Farewell.
physical, like... oh, it's so good for that. This one only uses one hand, so it's kind of weaker. But you also want 2 more points here again, because I lost like one Barrag's bloody arm here. Yo, Ground Zero, welcome on. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, this component is broken, in my opinion. It's like, it's not even close to balanced. I think it's pretty much the only one that's like that broken. Like considering how cheap it is to get as well, like it's just really broken. Like the diamond, I mean 15 Eliras, I mean it's good. But it's not like, I mean at least all classes can use it, you know? And like it's just not as broken in my opinion. Like, if something is strong, it's fine for it to be strong if it's, like, either used by everything, then it might become boring though. Like if it's situational but can be used by everything, like the diamond, right? Like the diamond is situational, right? Only if you like need more LRS. The damage to Arthurius and Aether Corruptions, I mean it's a bit high in my opinion as well, like the numbers. The retail damage is totally fine. This is like usable by pretty much all builds, but it's still situational. This one, Imperial Emerald, it's beyond broken for like physical melee builds, and for all others it's just like trash. So, I don't know. I feel like this is a bit, yeah, as I said, like, a bit imba.
Welcome. I'm glad you agree.
I'm glad you agree. Did I actually agree with him?
A blessing.
Fuck. Let's get some food then. Let's get some ingredients for our soup. Soup time. Yeah, damage is gonna get out of hand slightly here now. Like, I'm not even using Brutal Slam anymore. Honestly, Brutal Slam was... I think before like level 30, right? Before you get the Imperial version, Brutal Slam is better than this. But now... I'm not so sure anymore. Also, Barbarian is the only class in the game right now, like with this mod at least, that can cheat the max movement cap, right? Because this form makes you bigger, and bigger models have more movement speed. Like more base movement speed, basically, and then like the cap, like 135% movement speed on a bigger model is quicker than 135% movement speed on a smaller model. So, yeah, I mean, it's an interesting way to, like, you know, cheat the movement speed cap. Just make the model bigger. Add combo rune system like PoE to armor on top of what we have also, and allow 2 times super passive buffs. Wait, what? Who? What? Were those like suggestions for like a mod, or does that actually exist already in a mod? Change element to just make 10% of the damage as a dot instead of 2 different damage types. Grim on 2. I mean, I'm not making Grimdawn too, so... Passive super buffs. Oh, you mean like exclusives? I mean, depends like how power creepy you want the game to be. I think power creep is fine if like there is content that requires you to like get power. Otherwise it's kinda, I don't know. Otherwise you just get Torchlight infinite, I guess. I own 96% of the shares of Grim Dawn, yeah. Exactly. Definitely. I'm Grim Dawn's biggest shareholder, yep. Confirmed. Just make it lol. You'll see you around, Doctor. Thanks for watching. Just make it lol. Berserker, I mean, Barbarian is like not okay, dude, what is this? I mean, I guess it fits in a way, but... I have 20% Aetherus, so like, this stuff deals damage. As it should in Veteran.
A blessed
So, we've always had.
Get a perfect enchant for the build you don't want to play anymore. For your poison cock.
I don't. You've reached the altar of that. Now that you, ever since the Ugdambog.
What am I missing? I'm missing a bloom? Really? Any bloomers in chat?
Storage. No questions asked.
Anyone has a bloom? I require blooms.
It's safe with me.
Come see what's left of my wares.
Alright, so these have Chaos Rush, and these have Chaos Rush, and this has Chaos Rush. All of the numbers are terrible though. Absolutely terrible. What about vitality resistance? There's some of the belts. Okay, okay. Vigorous would have like 10% HP on top as well. But like losing +2 frenzy and +2 leap. And the away. I mean... yeah, I mean compared to Grim Dawn, PoE is grindy as fuck. It's kind of like Titan Quest when it comes to how grindy it is, I guess. Like you level super quickly to like level 80, I feel like, and then it's really slow. Like level 1 to 80, fresh start, might be quicker than Grim Dawn even, and probably. But then like 80 to 100 is super grindy, and like being able to like do the content so that you level to 100, you need gear, and depends SFF or not. Yeah, I guess that too. Like in trade, the game might not be that grindy. I don't know. I've actually never played trade in PoE so far, so I couldn't tell. Why am I searching for vitality dress? I need 8 address. Like this one, maybe. But it kind of also sucks, to be honest. Oh well.
Put it to good use.
Do you have perfect deep beneath good? You will.
Yeah, I mean, you need to like be strong to get to like the next map tier, and if you aren't strong enough for that, then, well, yeah, sucks to be you. And I mean, you need gear for that, which you can just like probably easily get in, or like easier at least get in trade than in SSF, of course.
Have you dealt?
Yeah, max monster was like 83 in PoE, right? So it's not that like the levels need like so much more XP than in Grim Dawn maybe, but you get like way less XP from like mobs that are like only level 83 when you're level 97 compared to like level 90, for example. Yep. Some ISP just posted 910 megabytes per second for your house for £30. You currently pay 28 for 70. That's insane, dude. I'll pay like 25, I think, for 50. Or 30 for 25, for 50, I don't know, something like that actually. But does it like actually work? Like, does your house have like good enough cable connection, or? You got new cables? Yo, that's sick. Enjoy. Yeah, that's absolutely sick, dude. That's crazy. Like, the best I can get at my place is like 100. I can't get more than 100. I should probably upgrade to 100 though, like I really should. Because like 100 down means at least I get like also 30 or something like that up. Because currently I only have like 10 up. Like 50 down, 10 up. And that's... I mean, it was like okay like 5 years ago, I guess. Or 10 years ago. But now it's... yeah. Yeah, fiber is just insane. I mean, in the current year, like, everything should be fiber, honestly. Like, every home should have fiber. But then again, like, both the US as well as... I mean... Yeah, Germany's also, like, kind of lagging behind when it comes to, like, fiber, to be honest. City people? What do you mean by that? It depends on the country more so than like countryside or city, to be honest. The caves were late months ago, it took them so long to activate. Dude, in Germany it would probably take 2 years. Like, I don't know, man. Germany is so slow sometimes with like so many things, it's actually insane. Okay, 6 and then you get less leech. So we're gonna stop at 6 here. Berserker's Rage is honestly pretty good as well. Because it gives you Fizz. And we could also put more points here for higher absorption. These only have like 1% per point now. This would be 3%, but it's only like one hand. I don't know, like cleave. It's good AoE, but other than that it's kind of... eh. Wrath. Doesn't reduce the cooldown when you put more points. Oh yeah, I should get the threatening shout now as well, actually. Yeah, I really should. I should max this out, actually. Okay, for now, let's grab another point in Iron Impact, and then we like max out Threatening Shout from now on. And we need 4 levels to like cap this. Stand in fire, DPS higher. Honestly, DPS against the sky isn't even that crazy. Like, we had quicker kills here. We had quicker kills in the Necromancer, but the Necromancer was the only one where I forgot to switch to Veteran here as well. So maybe you can't really compare those two. Boom boom, yeah. Sound is loud. Loud AF.
Is that your mother? The Lacorian and I had ourselves.
Snap it out. Your Emperor commands you to stand. Let's do the Algrim build time here. Algrim test. Holy fuck. I can't leech off the skull, can I? Wait, can you just not leech at all, or...? Like, what is this? Taking so much damage here. Just play Thunder, right? Like shift attack. To force the weapon pool skill and like just play ranged. Play like force wave but like with a weapon pool skill. Dude, holy fuck. I have my like 50% absorb up and it's still like I still take more damage than a leech, are you kidding me? What the fuck? I don't wanna proc my cheat death. Monka shit. Well, melee problems I guess. Imagine playing melee. Melee versus like leech resistant. He's bad, man. Also, I'm not playing a threatening shot, I'm not playing Assassin's Blade, I'm only playing like the lead stuff right now, which is kind of suboptimal. Like if I just was playing like pure Fizz Devotions, or maybe something like Dryad for healing as well. Yeah, I should have like... With Dryad this would be a lot better. Holy shit, it actually proc now. Well... I can give you a build link after this fight in a sec. Dude, he just cucks melee pretty hard at this point, I feel like.
I see.
But also having no Dryad at this point doesn't really help. Only had a second mastery. I mean, second mastery alone doesn't necessarily help either. Hello? Curse of Reality goes brr, yeah. Yeah, I guess, yeah, if you had Curse of Reality right there, it would just go like brr, indeed. Like, Fizz and bleed resistance reduction, one skill, like on one, at the very start of the class as well. I mean, this would just be absolutely insane for this build right now. Indeed, indeed.
It's good. You're right. Oh, to the...
To Melmouth. Barbarian. I don't know. What does grimtools say what it's called? Grimtools says it is called a... Plague Titan. At least on the old patch. Maybe it got changed. Dude, triple movement skill and being able to make the model bigger. It's like Path of Exile almost. Like, how can people say this game is slow, man? Okay, this is a modded class, I know, but still, like, I don't know. If you're playing a Blade Master, it's basically the same gameplay. Or like, not a Blade Master, like a Dervish, for example. Dervish is like the same as this, basically. Like, you have a Shadow Strike, you have a Virus Smite, and then you have, like, for example, a jump from your Moon Ornament. It's the same. There is a chance to use cancel AVP for buffs. I mean, it's like one attack. And then you start zooming. This one has to use jump to get armor and distances. So I don't know. It's just like... I mean, the class is a bit busted, right? Like, you have so much flat fizz here, more flat fizz here, like attack speed here. I don't know, it's... Attack speed and... Yeah, Battle Rage is absolutely busted, dude. Like, attack speed and flat physical on Battle Rage? Like, what is that, dude? That's so insane. Maybe if it's horrible compared to, like, Bone Harvest? With high attack speed, ABB feels better than Bone Harvest. Right? Because Bone Harvest scales with cast speed and ABB scales with attack speed, actually. As a skill itself, though, I agree that Bone Harvest feels a bit better. Don't have to click on the target, though. Yeah, I mean, that's true. If you're playing melee, that doesn't really matter much, though. If you're playing ranged, you can just apply ABB from range as well. Well, Barb looks very zoomy. It's like playing Torchlight Infinite. Or like Path of Exile in a way. Barb is a bit OP, like, offensively. Against Igrum, he wasn't that OP, but I feel like that's... I mean, yeah, it was a leech problem, because, like, Algrim is so like leech resistant. And I don't know, Algrim is kind of tough on veteran honestly at this point in the game. Yeah, same. Skills like ABB and Wind Devil should have like transfeatures to like give you more like cooldown on the skill and like more duration on the buff. And Wind Devil should have like a transfeater that like makes Wind Devils permanent, but instead you can only like summon 2 or 1, for example. And or like it reduces the damage dealt by the Wind Devils as well. So that you basically, if you want to play a Wind Devil caster and like use Wind Devils for damage, you play them as you do right now. Like you have to recast them all the time. But if you're playing like just like a debuff, then they should be like Guardians. Yeah, the thing is, you kinda just wanna like be lazy with ABB and put it as either your default attack if you don't have another default attack replacer, or you put it on like a button that you just like kinda like spam mindlessly. But if you do that, then you actually like are losing a bit of DPS, right? Because you don't want to spam it all the time. Like cooldown is what, like 2.5 or 3 seconds, but the buff lasts like for 4 or 5 seconds. So you're like in a very awkward spot there. Like you need to almost always use it off cooldown, but not quite. It's pretty annoying. And I guess you could say like it requires skill to use, which is not wrong. Well, I don't know. Just annoying. As I said, like Bone Harvest, apart from the fact that like it kind of scales with casting speed, and thus like feels a bit worse for like attackers than ABB, it's not as annoying because at least you don't need a target and so on, right? Yeah, flasks don't have animations. I mean, flasks are annoying because of like different reasons in my opinion. You can't really like compare that. I mean, you could compare them because they're like buffs you want to have like up all the time. But like buffs that you want to have like up all the time. I don't know, I mean flasks are like just different because of like the whole like they recharge and so on. So like sometimes you don't actually have them up all the time, and like sometimes you want to like not press them because you want to like save the stacks maybe for some event on some boss and stuff like that. But if you said like, okay, you want to have flasks up all the time, right? They have like basically 100% uptime, then you can very much like compare like ABB and Bone Harvest, like Soul Harvest and Lethal Assault at least to end Wind Devils to them, yeah. Dude, flasks, like health pots had an animation in fucking Wolfson, right? In beta, at least they got rid of that. For like release, or like the first patch after release. That was annoying as fuck, like not being able to like use a health flask because of the animation, or like because it's being stunned and so on. I mean, in a way it was an interesting design decision, but gameplay wise it honestly just felt clunky. Didn't feel really good. And isn't Charles shock immune? Yeah. I couldn't say the same about my character. Okay, so like apart from like leech resistant enemies, once we like fix our tankiness a bit, it's just gonna be like, it's gonna be crazy, right? This build is just crazy. We're gonna put threatening shot on our bar as well, I think, but I don't know. I'm not even sure if I wanna like use it before it's maxed. If it's even like worth it to trust right now. Holy shit, this guy's tanky. And he's still out to the bleed. They bought the Warhammer game? Really? Alright, alright. I feel like it kind of gets carried by the universe, just like most Warhammer games. Like most of them just get carried by the lore. There are few like actual good games, like actual good Warhammer games. Like if you remove the lore, the games below are most of the time mediocre, unfortunately. I mean, as much as I like Dawn of War, for example, as well, I think it's actually a good game. But compared to like StarCraft, I guess it's also like a weaker game. Man, definitely. Heresy detected. Burn the heretic, kill the mutant, purge the unclean. Yeah. How dare you say a word against the Emperor? Warhammer Total War? Yeah, I guess that's like... I would say Dawn of War 1 was also like, in my opinion, still a really, really good game. It did have like some flaws, which they could have fixed if they like actually like kept working on the game, but instead they made Dawn of War 2, which is in a way understandable. But also kind of sad for people who like Dawn of War 1 like way more than Dawn of War 2 like myself. Other than that... Rank 1?
I'll give you a good price for what I've got left.
Like actual rank 1? Wait, on which server? On which ladder? I don't actually remember like how I mean, I played lots of like quick match ranking as well. You were sick at it? Dang. Maybe I played against you at some point. I was pretty good as well, but not like rank 1. On the other hand, like, there weren't like that many people playing the game, I guess, so... I mean, at some point there were actually like quite some people. Aggressors of the Haunted Harvester. Oh, so yeah, when did you play, like... During... Like, Dark Crusade and Soulstorm still, or like only at the start? Yeah, it did have like a weird in-game ladder, which was honestly... They could have improved that one as well. But yeah, it did have an in-game ladder, that is true. It was kind of scuffed in my opinion though, but yeah, it did have one. The first two, so like until Dark Crusade, yeah. I mean, Soulstorm was... It wasn't bad, and like nowadays you would always play Soulstorm as well. But... It's kind of unnecessary compared to like the first two expansions, which were like amazing. And then WoW came out. What do you mean came out? Didn't WoW come out in 2004? Are they like literally the same year? Like Dawn of War 1 was also 2004, I thought. I thought they were like literally the same year. Like, first Dawn of War and like WoW. I don't know, I didn't really like bother playing Dawn of War 2 that much. It was a good game in its own way, but it was very different, and I didn't really like different style that much. Didn't feel like a classic RTS to me. It's more like a tactical game, like a tactical RTS, which isn't bad. Like it's still a good game, but yeah, I mean, it was a Call of well, not Call of Duty, Company of Heroes engine clone, exactly. And the same game, just like Warhammer skin on top, basically. Yeah, like it was just, I don't know. The campaign was great in Dawn of War 2 and I enjoyed it a lot. The campaign was cool, it also had like basically RPG elements inside, like it was like, the campaign was like an RPG, but you played more than one character, right? Like with all the loot and so on, that's pretty cool. But like multiplayer was just terrible. At least in my opinion. The campaign was great though. Especially Chaos Rising was actually really good, I think. Like the campaign. Chaos Rising was insane. I think I played more of just like Last Stand mode than normal multiplayer in Dawn of War 2, because I mean Last Stand was actually like better balanced, I felt like. I don't know, it was more fun to me. Yo, welcome on. Thanks for the raid. How are you doing? How are your Dawn of Masteries adventures doing? What skills make the chunking sounds for this part? Yeah, okay, I can show you. So, I agree the sound fight itself is really nice, however it's too loud. But it's too loud because it's like dual wielding, right? It's the weapon pool skill Seismic Slam. Right, the sound is really good. But like very loud. If you use one weapon or a two-hander, it's like this, which is I think perfect. But because the animation like adds the sound basically to each hand, it's a bit like scuffed, like the sound shotguns when you're using dual wield with this skill, right? It's too loud for my taste. Like too loud compared to like the rest of the sound design in Grim Dawn. Some people like Illuminator of course love it, but I don't know, it's just too much. Not too crazy about the current build, only 84 right now. You're playing this ranger build, right? What were the classes again? Like soldier and something. Ranger and soldier. Ranger is from Titan Quest, right? Or is that like another totally different mastery? No, hunting would be Titan Quest, right? And CFF, oh, it's one of those. I have no idea about those classes, to be honest. I played him like one day when I played Dawn of Masteries for one day. Like 3 years ago. Some of them felt like very, very unfinished back then. With some like cool skill ideas in them, but apart from ideas, yeah. Yeah, like way worse than the D3 classes, that's for sure. Especially balance-wise. And item support-wise also, like, just...
I've spoken with Corinne.
Basically, like, barely playable in my opinion. At least back then, I don't know, maybe it's better now.
Iron well spent.
Seems very weak, yeah. Yeah, I mean, Grim Dawn is a lot, I mean, every RPG is a lot about items in the end as well. Like, if you don't have item support for your classes, game is A, not as interesting, because you don't have, like, as many choices to, like, think about, and B, it's just weaker at some point. Like, even though the base class is fine, like, balance-wise, you're gonna hit a point where, like, base class just can't carry you anymore, because, I mean, you always need gear at some point. This is not Last Epoch after all, right? This is not Last Epoch where you can ignore gear. You actually need gear in this game.
The outpost resistance had attempted.
There you are.
Bonk bonk.
Corinia's...
Alright, is it time to use a threatening shot finally? Maybe it is, right? Maybe it is. I mean, okay, this one is literally just Warcry. Which applies a debuff that reduces enemy physical and bleeding resistances, and at soft cap it's gonna also reduce their damage by 25%. So basically Warcry on crack, in a way, like Warcry and resistance reduction in one skill. Seems pretty good. The D3 items were shit until the cube got added. Yeah, I guess. Oh, you're talking about like actual Diablo 3? Yeah, actual Diablo 3 has just like the weirdest item design ever. Like, items matter in that game, yes, but they matter like a bit too much, maybe. Give a skill like plus 1500% damage or stuff like that, like what? Why not make the skill like decent at least in the first place? And like instead of balancing the game properly, we just like add like 50 torment levels on top to make people enter a endless hamster wheel. I don't know, but like Paragon farming on top. I mean, some people like it. I'm not the biggest fan of it. The combat is actually pretty fun in Diablo 3 though. Like, it's not bad. Like, if you don't have like server issues with like what's it called, like input lag, then it's pretty fun actually. I do need more Aethers. I have 20% still only. And in Mammoth, that's kind of too low, especially on veteran Mammoth. I do need to fix that somehow. Not quite sure how though. I mean, I can only fix it with gear. And I guess devotions. Yeah, there's 10% here. There we go. That's 10% more. Paragon is such a lazy design. I mean, their items are also lazy design. Like, the entire Torment system is a lazy design in my opinion. Like, instead of like balancing like some difficulties properly, or like one properly, like Path of Exile does in a way, I guess. I mean, you could like say different map tiers are just like add more on top, but at least maps aren't as lazy as like adventure mode and Paragon and like Torment. In my opinion, it's less lazy, for sure. Like, way less lazy. I mean, the maps themselves, right? You could argue the map system itself is kind of a lazy design as well. But I mean, all like endless random generated map stuff is in a way like lazy when it comes to like how much content you get for it though. But Path of Exile makes up for that but like having like 69 different season mechanics that are all like implemented into the game already. So there's always like some variety of like content you can do. And you have like alternative endgames to maps, right? You can do like heist or like delve pretty much all the time. Yes, this one does. Wrath of the Berserker increases my character model size, which is pretty OP, because character model size increase is the only way how you can cheat movement speed cap, right? 135% is the base movement speed cap. I mean, unless a mod like removes that cap or like increases that cap, the only way to cheat that is to make the model bigger, right? If I make the model bigger here, you can see I'm walking faster, because movement speed in Grim Dawn scales with character, like with model size as well. Like the same model, the same movement speed will just move quicker, because that's like how it works in the engine. It's the same with like enemies. Like two different enemies have the same movement speed, but like one is a bigger model than the other. Then the bigger model will just move faster. Because the movement speed is like not relative to the game, but it's like relative to the size of the model. Do you hate the portal system? The rifts, you mean? In Diablo 3, you mean? 4 would have Season Pass, 100% paid incoming. I mean, Diablo 4 is not Diablo 4, it's Lost Ark 2, right? You have to always remember that in a way. It's Lost Ark 2 with like better focus on the RPG elements. But the biggest role model for Diablo 4 is not Diablo 3 or like Diablo 2, apart from like the visuals and the lore and the world. It is Lost Ark. Right? Diablo 4 is trying to be Lost Ark 2, basically. I mean, for a game that's basically Lost Ark 2, I don't think it looks that bad. But rifts in both D3 and Grim Dawn. Yeah, I mean, they're like maps in a way, right? But like random. In theory, if you like put a map, you know like it's gonna be that map. I mean, the layout within that map can still be random, but the map is like a certain map, right? It's a certain theme. In the end, it is similar though.
So this is preliminary.
I think. I don't think like rifts are like that bad of a system. The question is always like, what else, right? Like, what else do you do for endgame in an RPG? I feel like mapping or like rifting is. What's the lore about, like, around the rifts in Diablo? I have no idea. There is lore though, I'm pretty sure. But I have no idea. Alright, now we have 25% damage reduction on this as well. Why is it only 4. Wait, why is this 4.5 second recharge? Shouldn't it be like longer cooldown? That's weird. The lore is arcade mode. Right, yeah, I mean,
I'll give you a good price on what I've got.
like lore-wise, I have a bigger problem with like adventure mode. Like some people say adventure mode is the best thing like Diablo 3 has ever done. I think it's crap. Like it just takes away the soul of the game completely. Like assuming the game had like a soul in the first place, but I don't know. If like Grim Dawn had adventure mode, like imagine like hopping around acts instead of like playing through acts like properly. I don't know, I wouldn't like it, at least personally. I would hate that. I mean, I played through Diablo 3 like campaign like once, of course, like when I played the game, right? I thought the campaign was actually like okay. Like, why devalue the campaign? Like, instead of like making you ways to like get through the campaign maybe quicker, or like make the campaign like give you better XP or something like that. Because of like you having twink gear and then you can like run it on higher difficulties. That would be like a D3 approach, right? Instead of that, they make like adventure mode and like rifting with like quests for keys the thing to do, and like boosting. I don't know, man. I literally like hate everything about that, to be honest. Reaper of Souls, Reaper of No Love. Yeah, it reaped its own soul indeed, yeah. But yeah, I mean, some people like it. But it's, yeah, it's just arcade mode, like, it feels like you're playing a mobile game at that point. Or, I don't know, some game with like no soul. Just play the campaign, yeah. I mean, honestly, I would. Like, I would. If I played Diablo 3... I mean, you can't play it seriously though, like, you just can't play that game seriously. Like, if you want to, like, you know, be quick and so on, you have to, like, play this adventure mode, and not the campaign. I don't know. Like, I just want to play the campaign, because I think, like, the campaign is actually good, but, like, you level so slowly in the campaign compared to, like, adventure mode, it's not even funny. It is an arcade game, yeah, I know. It is just a different game, like totally different. It's just different. Seven pulse challenges, I mean, they can be fun if you don't like care about competing in any way. Like playing Gorslag, for example, can be fun if you like that. D3 took a dive after they killed Deckard. Yeah. I mean, you could just like play Act 1 campaign and then uninstall the game again, right? And then install it again, like play Act 1 at some point, like a year later. Uninstall again, right? Like, you just never play Act 2. Yeah, also Diablo 3 has literally like less endgame than Grim Dawn, so... Wait, where's Exterior? What the fuck? I'll show report it out. Stay a while and dies. Yeah. Kill me! Now exile. What? I mean, Diablo is always like the gender of like the person he, she corrupts in a way, I guess. I mean, I don't mind like Diablo being a girl, like in D3, like, or like a woman. That's fine. Like, I don't mind like that shape shifting of Diablo in Diablo 3. Who was the Diablo from Diablo 2? Diablo 2, Diablo is the player character of the warrior, I think? Something like that? Was it the warrior? Or the mage? I don't know. It was like a male player character that basically became Diablo 2, Diablo and Diablo 2, right? The Wanderer? Oh, is it the Wanderer? Isn't like the Wanderer the player? I guess the player could have also been like a female, like the... What's the third one in Diablo 1? Wanderer is the warrior. Bard is the mage. Oh, okay. I didn't know Bard is the mage, actually. Interesting. Wait, is the female character from Diablo 1 Andaria then? Yeah, Diablo is Leah, exactly. So it definitely makes sense. I don't know. I think it's totally fine. I don't mind that one. Only the warrior becomes a demon? I have no idea. Cool. Wait, there's no shrine here anyway on normal, right? What am I doing? The angels and shit, lol. I mean, Diablo 2 also had angels, but it wasn't like as angel focused as D3. You rather click chests and Cuirass than watch or read about Diablo 3 lore. Yeah, I wish there was an actual like good Warhammer RPG, to be honest, like RPG. Like, or like any actual like good Warhammer game. Like, I mean, Total War is good, I guess. Yeah, other than that, I don't know. Vermintide, I guess it's okay if you like those kind of games. I really don't that much, but... like a good... I mean, yeah. I feel like for the RPG genre, maybe like fantasy fits better than 40k. But even 40k would be pretty nice. Also, not like Martyr, where you can only play the Imperium of Man, but where you also can play like, I don't know, I want to play like as an orc or something like that, like imagine that. Or like Chaos, Marine. I don't know, would be cool. Would be cool. But then again, it is way easier for an RPG to like streamline your damage, I mean your enemies and your hero, like when it comes to choosing sides, right? It would be kind of like hard to make a campaign that you can play through both as like Chaos as well as like as a Marine, right? Like a Space Marine, so... you basically need like different stories at that point, like different acts and so on. Take this new Ultramarine game. Bad chest, dude. Ultramarines are like bad chesters of Warhammer 40k, right? Ultramarines, let's go. They look like fucking... I don't know. It feels like you're playing Transformers whenever you play Ultramarine. It's like the Marvel version of Space Marines. I don't know. Like Transformers version. Yeah, Dark Tide is like a Left 4 Dead, yeah. A different, like totally different genre basically. It's not an RPG. Could be good versus evil. The problem is in Warhammer, first of all, everyone is evil. Like literally there is no good in Warhammer. That's the first thing, right? All are evil. Even the ones that like say they're good, like they're also evil. Like all of them are evil in Warhammer. The ones that are maybe like the best, right? Or like the least evil are maybe somebody like Tau, right? The Tau faction might be like in a way good, but even they are kind of evil. But they're like the goodest in a way, right? The least bad, the least evil faction. Okay, I'm gonna die to Theoden with like 20 or rather 30% resistances, right? Let's rip here.
I can't open
Wait,
it.
oh shit, I'm missing still one guy. Humans are the good guys? Yeah, copium, dude. If you believe that in Warhammer 40k, then you're like very high on copium, dude. Dude, the sound design. Yeah, humans in 40k were maybe like good at some point, but that's like a long time ago, basically. Did I figure out everything in Grandor myself? I mean, nah. I did read like some guides at some point and like watch some streams at some point, of course, as well. I should maybe like save one of those like good abilities for third phase, right? I have neither my absorb ability nor the other one. Oh my god, I'm so dead here. If I get hit by that crap. Oh my god, we are the Aether itself, yep. Total War? Yeah, Total War, that's a good one. I've never played it myself, but it's apparently like basically the best Warhammer game there is. At least Warhammer fantasy game there is. Yo, Mafias, welcome. Are you guys trying to tell me that the uber-fascist, religious, xenophobic zealots of the Imperium are not the good guys? Yeah.
I'm pleased to hear
That describes them pretty well. That's like how the Imperium of Man is in Warhammer. I think in 40k at least. I don't know how they're in fantasy, to be honest. I don't know fantasy that well.
I'm talking.
Black Iron Cox? I mean, what? No, we're not going there. Not today, at least. Maybe next time. Let's do the cleave. The good thing is now there is only Act 7 left, and for Act 7 I don't really need like Aether Rust, right? I do need better armor though, like my armor is horrible right now. And I need to sacrifice some resistances at some point. Somehow. Maybe. Obsidian Grasp. Yo, this one is so good actually. This one is insane. Problems rest. You're reporting the stream to the Adeptus Arbiters. They will make sure to eradicate the streamer of his heresy. I would recommend you to report yourself to the closest Inquisitor cheap shot. Alright, so what now here? What now? Wait, cleave is this one. That's not even the good one. I don't need cleave. But I mean, this one is even worse. Of haste. I mean, okay, we can play this one. That's fine. Wait, these actually have physical damage. Losing Chaos Thrust again. But it's insane armor, right? It's just insane armor. There's a 40k series coming up on Amazon. Really? Is Torchlight Infinite actually good? If you like a game that's twice as zoomy as Path of Exile and more casual than Path of Exile, then I guess it's a good game, yeah. Like if you remove depth but add more zoom, then it's a good game, yeah. I mean, if you like that, then it's a good game for you. I mean, I could just also like play Praetorian, right? I'm level 50 after all. And Praetorian is just giga insane, is it not? Just always good. There might be a slight physique problem here though. Ah, shit. Yeah, there's a big physique problem, actually. Wait, I could also put another ancient armor plating here, right? That is... Right, how do we do this? At 530, right? Yeah, 547. Maybe 2 more. Now we can put points and then undo, and we still keep the items. Yeah. Alright, just never take them off, right? Just don't take them off. Just don't take them off, ever. Yeah, this is part of the mod as well, the stash space. Been maxing attributes at level 50, Dice of Cringe. I mean, might as well, right? Might as well. Why not? So what do I need now? I have 0 Aether and Chaos Thrust, holy moly. I don't have a third Praetorian set, do I? No. Also, armor was obviously gonna be kinda crappy without 2 scaled heights, but it's fine.
Bring me back something interesting.
You see anything you like? Iron well spent.
Okay, where do I put points now? That's maxed. We just put points in... I think Berserker's Rage is better than this, actually. At least at this level. I mean, this is percent. It's also flat bleed, but this is flat physical. Alright, we need a... anti-venom. For Act 8. 7. Definitely.
Hey, don't get killed right there.
Got something you need stashed.
Yo, Condan, welcome on. Alright,
Keep an eye on this.
what about the devotions? We can grab Stun Rust and Chaos Rust over here. Very nice, very nice. Okay, let me give you a link here. What is Barbarian? Oh yeah, we actually like already did all of this apart from Vanguard, alright. Like the last part here. Am I going to 100 on this character? Maybe
Along
next
with-
year.
With the material.
Maybe next year.
Yes, travel.
I hear you've done some excellent work around here.
Maybe next year. What are you saying, cheap shot? You got beer on your keyboard. Oof. It's bad, man. You know what would be interesting, actually? At least in my opinion. If you had a augment that allows you to increase your character size with like, just like Wrath of the Berserker. But it's an augment you can only put on your metal. So you have to decide, do you want another movement skill? Or do you want to like, you know, have higher base movement speed? Because of like the model increase. I think it would be a cool trade-off. It might be OP on classes like Blade Master though, or like Dervish or Warlord, but since those already have like 2 movement skills. Give me 1 second real quick. Yo, Tyler, welcome on. Have an idea how to give your Blight Lord Oppressor sustain? Fire. Yeah, bat. She could also play a Giant's Blood maybe on fire. It doesn't do much. Don't you convert like all of it to fire on that build? How can you even afford vinegar? Yeah, you need to put Bat on RE or something like that. Then it's usually like really good to sustain actually. This is a bleed build. It's like Fizz bleed hybrid. I mean, right now it's more Fizz than bleed, I feel like. But I spec devotions more into bleed than physical. If I spec devotions into physical and not bleed, the spell would be even stronger. But it's already kinda... I don't know. Barbarian is pretty fucking strong. That's for sure. Korvac is real. The witch gods would like to disagree and mark you as a heretic. Powered Bone Snap Gavel. Not good enough, sadly. I need a... Oh no, you can't get Sandclaw Slices here, can you? Not anymore. Sandclaw Slicer could be a good item as well again. To use on this. Any reason to not just go Whirlwind? I tried Whirlwind at some point, but I think this is more damage. This right here. I mean, Whirlwind shouldn't be bad either. I don't know. I guess Whirlwind isn't... I mean, probably both is good. Yeah, on a fire build you always want Guardians on Volcano, because then the burn from Volcano stacks. And Volcano is pretty high burn. Yeah, Fisher is Volcano. Yep. Oops. I guess we're big now. Big boy. Big boy Barb. Dude, big mode is just PoE, man. Like, this is PoE right here. How quick you are. Yeah, I mean, Blightlord you kinda have to play with Stormfire if you're playing fire, to be honest. You can also have it on wires, with like Volcanic Stride. I personally hate that, but if you like that more, you can also do that. Wires on Meteor already? Huh. I would probably play the build with Stormfire and Eldritch Fire. A aggressive movement augment on your metal, and then bind that one to Meteor, and then use Wire Smite to disengage without Volcanic Stride. But you can do it differently as well. There are multiple setups. You pretty much always need Stormfire though, I think. Oh my god, I'm still like misclicking, what the fuck. I mean, is it really a misclick when you can just like zoom better then? Third level Watcher? Yeah, nowadays you wanna play third level Watcher on that kind of build. Definitely. It's like a low armor caster anyway, like Turtle's gonna be way better than Watcher. Yep. I mean, in the past you pretty much always played Watcher, but nowadays you play Turtle. Unless you wanna like DA or armor stack. Then you don't really need Turtle, you can just play Watcher. It's not only the bubble, but it's also the 4% Fizzlers node. That's kind of like ridiculous in my opinion. Where's the gun? Hello? Oh, this one. Entangling shot, pierce and bleed. Alright, alright, alright. I don't know, I think they should actually like nerf the 4% for the rest to like 3 or something like that at least. It's too good in my opinion. Like 4 is just ridiculous. Like 4 on a devotion like turtle is just ridiculous rather. Don't think so. I mean, which build like plays turtle over watcher? Pretty much almost all. And turtle's at tier 1, watcher's at tier 2. It's 5 devotion. No, I mean it's... No, it's 4.21 devotion and then active on top, right? The active is like 1 point, so... The stats being better because it's 5 points doesn't make any sense because it has an active. You want to complete it? I mean, of course you want to complete it. But you also get the active. Like, if you don't want the active, then just play like Stag, but Stag has 3%. So why should Turtle have 4? Doesn't make any sense. As tier 2? No, it's tier 1. It's tier 1. It's like, compare it to Stag. 1 point extra is just because of the active. Like, compare the stats to Stag, for example. Like, I don't know. Oh yeah, Watcher's tier 2, yeah. And it's still worse in many cases.
Come see what's left of my wares.
You can't compare to Stag. I mean, Stag is a tier 1. And that's also a tier 1. You take out the active, then it's like a tier 1, right? I mean, that's the same, right? Shields need a buff in Grim Dawn, they suck compared to Titan cost. I mean, shields in Grim Dawn are like Fizzuras stat sticks with like Fizzuras prefix. I mean, okay, you can compare it to Stag and you can compare it to Watcher, right? In like different ways, of course, right?
See you around.
You can also compare it to this, which also has 3%, and not 4. Like, all of them are 3. Like, just this one is 4. Because no reason. Like, it's 4% health and 4% Fizzuras. Like, what? This is just... It's a tier 1, right? I mean, it's the stats of... This is like the stats of a tier 2 devotion, right? If this was a tier 2, I wouldn't mind, but it's a tier 1. That's the thing, right? It's a tier 1. So yeah, I don't know.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
It's a bit broken, in my opinion.
Safe storage, no questions.
It's just like slightly overbuffed. I mean, it's fine. It's just like slightly overbuffed. I mean, it had like % armor before, and like 0 Fizziness. But like armor builds don't need turtle. That's the thing. Started to buff Fizziness. Dude, you get so much free Fizziness in this game nowadays. You don't need to buff Fizziness. Fizziness is like so easy to get nowadays compared to like back in the past, to be honest. I don't know. Free in quotation marks? I mean... yeah. Cast is lost for us. They lost like what, 2% on Sandstorm prefix, but gained 4% on Turtle. still have more than before overall. And devotions like Wendigo, for example, didn't have possessors in the past. Which, I guess, it's not really like a caster thing. It's mostly vitality. I mean, this is just like a good node. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, Wendigo is a 4%er, but it's like, it's tier 2, right? But if you use Wendigo instead of that, I mean...
Have you
Welcome.
What a one. The witch gods are you?
It's actually a good question. I mean, ideally you want to play both still, I think. But yeah, I don't know.
I do not.
And so he was. When Dravis can.
Do we have no more devotions? No. I mean, 2 more for Assassin's Blade. Please nerf this music, Crate. What are you doing? What is Druid's Fizz by the way? It's also 4, yeah. I mean, Druid is also OP. Like, Druid is pretty OP as well then. But yeah, Druid is also 4%, that's true. GG noob. Yeah, I mean, I would also nerf Druid. Maybe. I don't know. Nerf all the builds, copy. I don't know. Nerf everything, bench. Dude, Ride also had 0 in the past. Like, I don't know, man. Just how I did to bleed Nete. Yeah, it's that build, man. Can only kill Moira in like 10 seconds slower now. Literally unplayable, man. Not sure, maybe it's like 20 seconds slower. Maybe it's like 1 second slower. Who knows? Who knows? Might be even better now. Maybe. I mean, it's better for kiting now, I guess, the shield attack compared to the zap earlier. Yeah, if you if you hit shield ability, then it's like the same, or maybe like slightly higher than before. Yeah. True. And it like feels better for kiting, so I don't know. I mean, it's just not a bad build, that's for sure. Option to palm axe earlier. I mean, it's a very special build when it comes to Penalty part, right? Like, you can play like Bleed Box or like Bleed Grassing Vines already earlier. The Penalty part is like very special in a way. So I don't mind like something that converts how our skill works in that like way. Like I don't mind that being like locked behind some harder content. But yeah. Dude, why is this build so energy hungry all of a sudden? What the fuck? How am I running out of energy? Hello? What's going on here? Like, what needs so much energy? I mean, I guess you just play an Arcane Spark later on this, but... Huh. Huge energy per second? I mean, I have one. 185 energy reserved. This one costs health per second. It's not energy per second, it's health per second. This one has just like 36 initial cost. And the build just has like 0 energy regen, I guess. Which makes also sense in a way. Interesting. You could grab like 2 points Viper for leech. Or just like use Arcane Spark whenever you can craft it. Harry Potters per second, Monkas, yeah. Monka. Dude, the sound is way too dank. Yeah, it's a shotgunning issue. Unfortunately, with the sound file. I mean, to fix that, you would either have to make the skill not work with dual wield, or just tune down the sound. Because of the sound, but like, if you tune down the sound, it's gonna be like kind of quiet with one hand or two hand. Because I think it's fine for like one hand, two hand. Yeah, it's a weapon pull stick. So like when you proc it like in a row, it's like this boom, 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 boom. Yeah. This one right here. Oops. With one hand, it's fine, right? Like. It's still a bit loud. Like, you could definitely like turn it down a bit in general. But it's still like fine, right? This is a good sound, like in general. It's a nice sound, but like for dual wielding, it shotguns the sound, so it's like, yeah, way too dank. Do I have a shield actually? I have no shield, huh? What was the patch out? Hog you? What does the patch say? Is it like just, is it like 3 bugs they fixed? The Wilson patch is always like 3 lines, and 3 of them are like just bug fixes. That's like the entire patch.
Disappoint me, Kaiman.
Memory leak fixes aren't minor. I mean, they're not minor, no.
After all these
But this is like, what, 3 years after release? Or 2? I mean, better later than never, but I don't know, man. That game is sure interesting. I mean, some devs never do it, though. Yeah, that's true, that's true. I mean, Torchlight Infinite has mirror leak issues as well, I think. I mean, that game is not as old as Warzone, in quotation marks, as old, but... What if all weapon pull skills had that sound? Rip my ears, dude.
Come,
Come, human.
eyes, queen.
Beat all Grim Dawn speedruns. Probably easier than like hitting red maps and Path of Exile. Okay, damage. Single target damage like doesn't actually like feel that amazing, right? Like, but I mean, I don't have my Assassin's Blade. It's probably like the reason. Oh well. I expect too much into Bleed. And I kind of wanted to play Bleed. I think Bleed is still not bad on this class, but... I don't know. Maybe you might want to play like a two-hander and you want to play like Ancient Spear if you're playing like Bleed, I don't know. It's not a bad build, like I'm using some random like white base weapons in a way. I mean, the Barrett's Cleaver is decent with its weapon pool skill, but Immunity phases. What are those PoE? Alright. Like even the gods can bleed. Even the gods can bleed. Alright, so this bar basically like beat the entire normal / veteran campaign. Very nice, very nice. Beat all acts. The barb definitely is a lot zoomier than the other classes in my opinion. Single target. Like at this point it kind of didn't feel OP anymore. Not at all.
His count has been corrupt.
But early on it's like insane damage because you get like all these like steroids so quickly. Still definitely not like a bad class either there. I mean like really good in my opinion, yeah. Really strong. Boardwalkers. I have one MI, but it's barracks. I had 2 barracks right before, but this weapon was actually more damage than a barracks for some reason, which is kind of weird. Maybe it's not actually. Maybe like the skill stuff was lying to me. If we get a higher level of barracks though, like it should be really good again. Yeah, I mean, Officers of Alacrity is pretty good. I did farm this like a little bit, like 4 or 5 runs. Also, Sandclaw Slicer might be better than Barracks, because like Sandclaw Slicer gave you like tons of damage to Seismic Slam as well. But I don't know, if I had to suggest stuff here, I would really suggest the sound of Seismic Slam to be turned down a little bit. And in my opinion, Seismic Slam should only work with 2-handers and with a shield, and not with dual wield. That would already like kind of nerf dual wield a bit, and then like dual wield's probably like balanced. Because dual wield like gets so much free damage from like Weapons Master and Battle Rage. And then it would be like way more balanced. Also like Berserker's Rage, like it's also insane for dual wield. To buff, I mean, I haven't tried the rest really. Like, the thing is, like, you need to like play a proper playthrough with like Ancient Spear or like Weapons Throw or Earthquake or like Avalanche as well. Properly. I mean, this is caster. This is like totally different. Like Earthquake and Avalanche have no weapon damage, so you're like a pure caster then. And if these don't have item support like with monster frequents, they are probably worse than like other Grim Dawn skills, because I'm pretty sure he like made these scale like other Grim Dawn skills, and then, which is fine by default, but like if they don't have like MI support, they're probably like too weak. Ancient Spear seemed really good for bleed. How is this version? It has 100. Oh, you're talking about your build? I'll press it. I'm a GGG employee. I would... Okay, another thing I would nerf is the base cooldown of leap. I would make leap scale with... like the cooldown of leap scale with levels, instead of being like 3 seconds already at level 1. And one of the reasons for that is actually also quality of life, because if you're playing a build like this, where you only want the buff from Iron Impact, right, this has a 6-second duration, so ideally you only want to use this like every 5 or 6 seconds, right? So, I mean... It's like the ABB problem, right? It's the same problem as with ABB. Like, you don't wanna act, like, you wanna use it all the time to have this buff up, but you don't wanna actually use it all the time. It's a bit annoying. And on top of that, it's like too much mobility for like only 1 point here and 1 point here. Like this and this at like level 5 basically, you have these skills, right? Like compared to literally all other classes, it's just like, I don't know. And you get more movement speed with this. I mean, this is kind of cool. It's kind of hard to balance, but it's cool. Generally, Grim Dawn-wise, I would rather want an ability like this to be available to all classes and not like just one. Especially not the one that already has like 2 movement abilities in the class. But yeah, I mean, I guess like mobility is the theme of this guy in a way. At least how this is made. Did I show all the skills? I did, yeah. I mean, I can show them again once more, like one last time here to everybody who hasn't seen the skills yet. I mean, Frenzy, right, it's a default attack, and you spawn like with Berserk, you have a chance to like spawn this axe here on top, which you barely see in combat, honestly. And you of course like can proc weapon pool skills like this one is Rend, right? The Whirling Death animation with the red effect. This is Rend. This is Cleave. Uses only main hand, so it's better for two-handed. And this is the Slam, which has the, well, kind of audio bug when you're dual wielding. And it's not a bug, it's just like how it is. Which is why I would personally just suggest to make this like two-hand and shield only. So you can use it with like one-handed shield or like with a two-handed meta weapon. But it doesn't work with dual wield. Okay, other skills.
Clear your mind of regrets.
I mean, dual wield gets like so much bonuses on weapon master, so like it doesn't need a weapon plus skill, honestly. It really doesn't.
Stay strong.
Stay strong. After me nerfing your build. Fog you. Okay, skills, right. Weapon throw. This one also is better with a two-hander, of course. Only has main hand scaling. Throws the axe from sidearm, like the visual of the axe from sidearm. And you can spam this. So it's like an Aegis of Men here, right? You have to use a target and it has bounces. It has tons of bounces, more than Aegis by default. And it's spammable by default. And you can use balanced weapon to get even more. To give it a cooldown. Right now it's basically like Aegis, has like more cooldown, more weapon damage, more damage modified, and more AoE. Like now it's like Aegis, without this it's like spammable Aegis. And it also has like Stupefy on top, which just like has, I mean, yeah. This doesn't have a visual, just like adds burn, I guess, and like adds confuse. Which, I mean, yeah. If you wanna play like Dot, I guess you play these two together for like single targets. I mean, for spam, I guess you still play it because of the percent damage, but it's not like that much. Like it's not like that interesting. It doesn't really do much. We have the Whirlwind, which is literally just like our Reckoning, right? Right, you whirl around. Give me one sec, guys. Soon last noob multiplayer beta. Yeah. Last epoch, you mean? What do you mean, last noob? I don't know, but like the patch might be really good, right? Like the multiplayer patch might have like some real good content and then the game like actually becomes a good game. I mean, it's already like not a bad game, it's just like no content updates for like over a year. Surely XD, I mean. Alright, so this is our reckoning, right? Volcanic eruption. Damage is increased in whirlwind, burns enemies over 3 seconds. Also spawns dust devils. Which are like wind devils in a way. Actually no, it's a different animation. That's kinda cool. They have no despawn? Oh. Yeah. They have like no despawn, right? Unlucky. Alright, the spear. There we go, it's a spear. It pierces through everything. I think there is no impact sound. Yeah, it would need... True, you could like use the sound effects from Pantheon from League of Legends, right? That would be really cool. Alright, Earthquake. Has currently no proper slam animation. I really wished it would get like a slam animation as well. I mean, it does have one in a way. The sound is okay. Maybe a bit quiet. But it should have like a ground stomp or something like that, right? Like there's ground stomp in the game already. Yeah? Just use ground stomp animation, maybe like speed it up. I don't know. I think with ground stomp animation this would look even cooler. I think it's fine though. Flat all RR, and then we have Avalanche, which I think actually looks kind of cool. The problem are the decals though, like these shouldn't be like fire decals. It's like a mini devastation, like short cooldown mini devastation, which I think is actually a really good skill idea in general. Like this works surprisingly well, I think. Like this feels like this would feel like way better for leveling than say an actual devastation, right? Because it's more like TSS basically. But yeah, it's just like visual problem here with the decals. They are, in my opinion, too big when they overlap. They have like some weird buggy stuff and they look like fire, even though these are like physical rocks that deal literally no fire damage.
I sense turmoil within.
You can also make them cold. And they freeze a target, they're pretty like... Yeah, they're pretty much like fat Trozen then. Very fat Trozen. This one has like way better decals, for example, right? Like better impact FX, better decal. This one looks fine in my opinion. And then we also have Call of the Ancients, which is, well, summon pets, right? These look fine though, they have like the D3 gear on, pretty cool. Wait, don't they have like skills as well? They have leap and seismic slam. Why are they not leaping and not seismic slamming? Hello? What are you guys doing? I mean, this deals like no damage right now. Fuck. Why is the cooldown so long? 50-second recharge? Are you kidding me? It's like a boss killer, I guess. I don't know. Let's find a pack here. Okay, they do like Seismic Slam, which still has the old sound effect. Yeah, he didn't update the sound effect and the effect for this one. Like, it's not the slam. But they look cool. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all the skills. So as a passive for like sword and board, if you have a sword and a board, like a shield, you get more retail damage, more armor, more absorption. So you can make like a giga tanky berserker with a shield, I guess. Or like a very offensive with dual wield. Yeah. Pretty much that's what this class is. We can also have a Cold Rush. Let's check out the Cold Rush and the Cold Hurricane real quick. Like the Cold Hour Reckoning. Haven't seen those yet.
What troubles you? Safe journey.
Okay. So I got some cool effect here. Kinda cool. Which chills or rather slows enemies. And Cold Hour Reckoning. Looks like the Cold Hour Reckoning from Grim Dawn as well. Do you summon like cold dust devils now as well? Let's see. No, you don't. Lazy devs. Lazy devs. What is this? Lazy developers. Unplayable. Oh well. Yeah, that's probably like another thing they should fix as well. Thanks for watching. Bye YouTube.